Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2026 World Cup with Team Canada. We are back to play our game versus Turkey in the second round and to take a look at the results from the first round, and maybe we'll get a couple of results from the second round. I started a little bit early this episode because we got several games going on today that I kind of want to see the live results of. So let's take a look first at the first round in the group stage. USA and Serbia moving on from Group A. Colombia, Spain from Group B. Croatia and Chile from Group C. Portugal, South Korea from Group D. China and Mexico moving on from Group E. Paraguay, Switzerland from Group F. And then the groups that we didn't really see a lot of. Sweden, Ivory Coast moving on from Group H. Italy, Honduras. So Honduras does move on in the second round. There we go. By the skin of their teeth. -3 goal differential for Australia knocks them out of the competition. Belgium and Uzbekistan moving on from Group J. Group K, Brazil and Turkey, our opponent. North Korea knocked out. Canada, Norway moving on from Group L. Holland and Argentina moving on from Group M. England, Iran from Group N. Germany, Guinea-Bissau moves on. Jamaica knocked out of the competition. A bit of a shocker there. Would have thought they could have beaten Guinea-Bissau, but I guess not. Let's take a look at these guys. They were first in the African Cup of Nations, 70th in the world. That's a huge upset because, Jamaica, I think, was like 20-something. 21 maybe, or maybe even better than that. Let's see, what was their world ranking going into this? 20th. So huge upset, 50-point difference. That's upsetting, to say the least. And then finally, France and Ecuador moving on from Group P, of all things. Egypt going home. So one African nation moves on. Are there any other African nations that made it through? Ivory Coast moves on. So we got representation all over the world. We got South America, we got Europe, we got a couple of Asian clubs moving on. So we got good worldwide representation in the second round. And let's take a look at the matchups in this second round. And here we are. Some big games, and those games are going on today. Chile versus Portugal. USA versus Spain, Serbia, Colombia, South Korea versus Croatia. It's all going on today. Some other big matchup. Let's see. China, Switzerland. Mexico gets Paraguay. That's a tough draw going against the South American club. Ivory Coast, Uruguay, Romania, Sweden. Honduras gets Belgium. Ouch. Ouch. That's going to be incredibly tough for the Hondurans to take that away. Brazil gets our previous opponent, Norway. We, of course, get Turkey. Holland gets Iran. Argentina and England. What a matchup. What a tough draw for England. How about that? Germany gets Ecuador. France gets Guinea-Bissau. A little bit of history going on there. Take a look at Argentina. Of course, they've got some huge players. Where are they ranked in the world? 6th. Wow. A top 10 matchup in the second round. Argentina versus England. England. What can I say? Tough draw. Tough draw for both those clubs. So let's continue. Let's see what happens. Now, we have a Montreal game to play, so we can't see all these, but I kind of want to see them real time, especially the USA matchup. So let's continue, see if we can see this game in real time. So here's our scouting matchup for Turkey. We got our report from Atiba Hutchinson. So formations used, the 4-4-1-1 looks like another defensive type team. They've been a source of problems against the 4-2-3-1, so we might switch to the 4-2-3-1 for this one. They've impressed going forward against the 4-2-3-1. No, 4-2-1-3. Okay. Who on earth plays that? I'm not sure. But anyway, so we got a good scouting report against these guys. That's always helpful. Thank you, Atiba. Good to see your post-career looking good. Bielo also gave us a scouting report. So let's see. I mean, I don't think his is going to be any different. They're probably going to give us the same one. There we go. USA knocked out 2-0 against Spain. That's the game we wanted to see. We also had a draw. No, Chile upsets Portugal on penalties. Ouch. 1-1 draw in regulation, and then Chile moves on. Outstanding. All right. So we're going to pause it here. We've seen the USA game. We'll get to our game and look at the other results. So, pause. Okay, we're back. It is game day. We got a couple of more scores to look at. First, let's take a look at the USA score again, see how that went down. So it was a late, very late 70 and 73rd minute for the 2 goals for Spain. So USA held on. They had Gonzalez in goal, Adams, McCormick, Brooks. Bello was in at left back. He got subbed out. Guerrera, McKennie, Pulisic, Carlton, Weah, and Sargent. So a lot of the guys you would expect. Goalkeeper's a little strange. You would have expected Stefan in there instead of Gonzalez, but whatever. And then they brought in Lucas, Horta, and Robinson off the bench to no avail. USA loses to Spain 2-0. Let's see. We saw the rest of the scores there. Colombia beat Serbia 3-1. Croatia over South Korea 2-0. Then we have Switzerland over China 4-1. Mexico moves on, beating Paraguay 2-0. Uruguay 2-0 over Ivory Coast. Sweden in extra time, beating Romania. Then today's matchups. Brazil beats Norway 2-0. Italy over Uzbekistan 2-1. Belgium over Honduras. Honduras, that's respectable. 3-1. For a team like Honduras, who's not the greatest team, they held up. We'll give them some respect for that. Belgium's a great team, and they kept them 3-1. That's pretty good. Now we have Canada versus Turkey. Let's get to the match preview. Turkey are the favorites, 6-4. Coming in an inconsistent form, though. 2 losses, 2 wins, and a draw in their last 5. We're in decent form, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in our last 5. We have played these guys before, losing 1-0. Their preferred formation is the 4-4-1-1. We got the 4-4-2. Now, it's my recollection that last time we played these guys, we went too defensive. And we let them score 1 goal and get away with it, and they just sort of sat on the ball. So we're going to go more offensive today. Take a look at their coach. Akut Kosaman, perhaps? Anyway, he's been their coach since 2020. He's very good, very disciplined, great mental approach to the game. Everything else is pretty solid in terms of technicals and judging player abilities. He's a very fine, very solid coach. Take a look at Turkey's team. Some great players. Chenzig Under. I really don't know how to pronounce these names. But anyway, he's an outstanding player. Playing for AS Monaco right now. Very technical. Great long shots. Dribbling, crossing, flair. Off the ball, we got to watch out for that guy offensively. Oof, they got a lot of good players. They got some good defenders. Haskin, right back, very pacey. They got a lot of speed. Who knew Turkish players were this good? 22 years old. Yavuz, jumping reach, 16. Strength, 18. Tackling, marking, very good defender. Ouch, I don't even want to look at the rest of these guys. They're very good. Very talented team, so we shall see. It's no reason why there's no... I don't even know what I was going to say. No reason? No, that wasn't what I was trying to say. Anyway, they're favored for a reason, I think is what I was trying to say. Turkey, Big nation in terms of population, 79 million. Big rivals, Greece and Cyprus. Their captain is Khan Ayan. 47 appearances, 1 goal, 31 years old. Central defender, not one of their better players, but maybe one of their better leaders, perhaps, or just a veteran who's hung around on the team. Ersoy, 46 appearances, 2 goals, another defender. Turkey's got a strong, strong defense. This is going to be an interesting game to go against these guys. And then their key player, Zeki Yavuz, looks like a new gen, 40 appearances, 1 goal, another defender. Yeah, that's the guy we looked at. That's the guy playing to Barcelona. Interesting. Incredibly strong defense. It's going to be wild. They're ranked 31st, though. Seems like a very talented team to be ranked 31st in the world. So maybe their style of play doesn't really lend itself to winning some big games. So hopefully we can get a couple of goals past them and then, shut it down. So let's get to our team selection, right? Is that what we want to do? Is there anything left on the match preview? Sellout at BBV Stadium. The Monterrey fans have adopted us as their own, I guess. Canadian fans getting a trip down to Mexico. That's all fine and dandy. So let's submit our team. Yeah. Tamori's in there, lacking a little match sharpness. He came in at the end of last game and played pretty well defensively, and we might need that again today. So we are going with the Vancouver Z. Let's see if we can generate some offense against these boys. So we got McGee in goals, Latkovic on the left, Tomori on the right, Dunn and Rocco in central defense, Jackson Amell, Daniels in the midfield, Stankovic, Hundle, Faria, and David up top. So, it's an interesting midfield. Stankovic played well. I like what he's giving us at left wing. He's got 1 appearance, 1 assist. Faria, 2 appearances, not much going on. Hundle, 1 appearance, 1 goal. David, 2 appearances, 1 goal. So we haven't scored a lot. That's, putting it lightly. Slatkovic with a goal, got that penalty. That's about it. I don't think anybody else has really scored a goal. So we need to score. If we can get one past Turkey, might be what we need. Might be all we need. Let's see. Anyway, good luck, boys. Go out there and pull off the upset. Let's go. Opposition instructions. What are we looking at? Looks pretty good. I think that's all we need. We will actually press the attacking center mid. Maybe we'll press the wingers too, just to make them a little nervous. All right. American-born Courtney Ford is touted recently as a potential call-up for Team Canada. Yeah, sure. He's a pretty decent player. Take a look at Courtney Ford playing for TFC. He's 30 years old, so it doesn't really make a difference for this save because we're not going to go on past this year, but he's a good enough player. Sure. If they can do the job, I'd be stupid not to look. Jonathan David wears the captain's armband. That's an interesting move. We've taken out all of our captains. I probably should have put Jaguar in there on defense. But he might get in there anyway because I think Rocco's a little bit unfit. We are in the whites today. How about that? Turkey in the reds. Little bit of a mix-up. Hopefully we don't have any sort of bad luck situation going on with the switch of jerseys. But I like the white uniforms. I think they're clean. They're crisp. I don't mind that. All right. Let's see. The other thing, I think, got to go to extended highlights here. I was on key highlights for the Vancouver game. Just encourage our players to play short passing play. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Here we go. Throw in. Tomori. Far side. Deep in Turkish territory. Faria. Drop it back to Jackson Amell. Takes the shot. Whoa, big deflection. We're going to get... I think that would have been a goal without that deflection. But we do get a corner out of it. Far side. Daniels is going to take this one. Sends it up and in. Rocco gets a head on it, but he was kind of far away. And Burke grabs that one. Burke? I don't know how you pronounce that, but Doesn't have any like accents over it that I can see. It's his first name. Who knows? All right. Sigh. 18, 19 minutes down. Starting to take control. 56% possession is very good. That's what we want against a team like Turkey. Keep possession. Keep their shots low. No counterattacks. No set pieces. Just total domination is what we want. We only got 4 shots, 1 on target. They got 3 shots, 1 on target. So it's not exactly domination. But we do have the possession, so that's good enough for now. Time is just rolling by. 34 minutes in the first half. It's, yes, it is something to behold. What a game. Excitement around every corner. Possibly. No. No excitement whatsoever. We're just sort of holding the ball in the midfield. Here we go. Turkey with their first highlight. Cross midfield. Denise has it. Moves it ahead to Sadiq. Out wide a little bit to the fullback. Senzik sends it in. Done. Sends it out. Hundal moves it on, but Turkey retains possession at midfield. They're going to restart their attack. Naren loses it a little bit. Has to drop all the way back. Could this be a steal and counterattack? I don't know. I think Turkey's too good for that. But we'll see. Moving it forward yet again into Canadian territory. Fatih drops it back to Deniz. He's looking. They're getting that overlap. I don't like this guy on the left. Who is this guy? He's wide open far too often. He drives into the box. Drops it back for Senzik. Big defensive stop. Good play there from Dunn, and he clears it. Now here's Canada on the move. Faria. His cross is blocked. And Turkey takes it the other way. All right, 39 minutes. Turkey's starting to get some highlights. We don't like this. They're playing around with it in their own half. We are pressing them a little bit at the midfield, but not terribly. Sadiq sends it down. That looked offside from Fatih. Apparently not. McGee makes the stop. It's going to go out of bounds. Perhaps it does. Turkey's going to get a throw in deep in Canadian territory. 40 minutes. That's about it. That is about what's happening. 44 minutes. So a little bit of excitement. Turkey, they took back possession, 52%. 4 shots apiece. They got 2 on target. We got 1 on target. It's a very even game. Very, very even. All right. We're going to change up our tactics a little bit. We're going to do what we did last game. We're going to go back to positive. In possession. Our tempo's standard. That's okay. We go from low crosses to whipped crosses. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't know. Distribute to the playmaker. Not particularly working there. We'll take that off. Everything else seems to be okay. Okay, we'll get to the dressing room. How are we looking here? Rocco is tired. I mentioned that he might have some fitness problems, and he does a little bit. So he'll have to be substituted out in the second half, but for now he's okay. How are our ratings looking? Attack, not looking good. The tactics. Let's go back to tactics for a second. What's Jonathan David playing? He's playing advanced forward. Let's play him as poacher. See if we can't, work him into the box a little bit more. Let's get back to the pep talk. Pep talk. Let's be calm. Get back out there and grab that 1 goal. No, they didn't like that last game, and they don't like it this game. Okay. Turkey starts out second half in possession, the first kickoff. 45 minutes to go. One goal will probably win this game. Whoever scores first, most likely is moving on. All right. 48 minutes. Our attack is not playing well. Our two best attacking players, David and Hundle, with our worst ratings on the team. Defense is strong, led by our goalkeeper McGee with a 7.0 rating. So that's something positive to look forward to. Possession is evening out. All right, Haskins, a good crosser of the ball. Who was that dude who was getting forward? Was it Haskin? Yeah, I think it was. So we will tightly mark and press him. Both these guys have the same first name, so it's hard to know which is which and who is who. Anyway, confirm those changes, maybe? Or not. Okay. 58 minutes. All right, they've made a sub. And they've changed their formation a little bit. They flip-flop some guys around. Okay, Haskins is still there. Salih Ozkan has come in the game. We shall press him. Okay, that's all we need. Confirm those changes. Let's go. Pause. Play. Rocco's down to 68%. 60-minute mark. He's still okay. Stankovic is nervous. Let's make our first sub here. And let's bring in Timoteo on the left for the youngster, Stankovic. He had his chance. Rating's not well. He's nervous. We'll bring in a little bit more of a veteran presence. Hundle's been booked. Okay, you can ease off tackles, my man. Here we go. Throw in Canada. The Turkish side of the field. Hundle wins the header. Faria can't win the 50-50 ball. And Turkey goes on the attack. Trying to get it forward. Moving it ahead. Salah. Dropping back. Oh, missed tackle. Abdullah gets a shot on McGee and he makes the save. Looks like the Turkey might be getting a little bit more aggressive here. Here they are, corner, near side. Senzik sends it in. Dunn heads it out. Hundle, or no, Jackson Amell has it. He gets it forward to David. David, one-on-one. Sends it. Gets around him. Centers it to Hundle. Hundle, tackled. Brutal. Brutal. That was our best chance, and they made a terrific tackle. All right, Rocco is looking tired out there. So we'll move Dunn to the right, and we will bring in, Jaguar. Give a tackler of our own. Yeah, let's confirm that. Okay, big pause as we make that decision. 69, 70 minutes. Can't go to penalties because you've seen the state of our penalty takers. It's just horrific. Here we go. Canada throw in. The Turkish side. Hundle gets it. Hundle looking to Timoteo. Timoteo, he's got Daniels open. Daniels with a shot off the defense. Just can't get any of our shots through these defenses. They're too good. They're in the proper positions way too often. What's up with that? Possession now 50-50. We got 8 shots to Turkey's 5, but they've got 3 on target to our 2. Very even game. Just incredibly even. 79 minutes. We got some nervous boys. Let's give a shout of encouragement. Faria tackled. Loses the ball. Ozkan sends it forward. Dunn versus Fatih. I almost called him Faith. It's Fatih Hakan. Got 3 guys hanging out in the middle of the defense. Big shot, big save from McGee. McGee keeping us in this game, stopping these shots. Turkey does get a corner out of it. Hakan on the far side. Sends it in. Big header by Tamori. Turkey does track it down. Are they going to restart the attack? No. Highlight ends there. Okay, we're going to pause it here. Try working the ball in the box. They have switched. They switched to a 4-2-3-1. Interesting. So they've come out of their defensive shell a little bit. Maybe we can try a little bit more direct passing. We'll play that. And then maybe we can go to balanced attack. See what that does for us. So we can send the ball downfield a little bit. David can make a play perhaps. 4 minutes of added time coming up. 90th minute. Turkey with a throw in. Big steal from Faria. Faria, can he send it downfield? No, Daniels. Looking to continue play. Jackson Amell sends it out wide. Timoteo across midfield on the far side. He's got some space. Dribbling through the defense. Tackled. Turkey sends the ball back to midfield. We're done. Picks it up. Okay, we're going to reset. Canada. Mega highlight. Turkey putting on some pressure. Jackson Amell in the midfield. Back out to Timoteo. Again, he's got space. Again, he's moving forward. Missed tackle this time. Gets it to Zlatkovic. His cross is deflected out of touch. We're going to get a throw in far side, deep in Turkish territory. Zlatkovic has it. Throws it into Hundle. Back to Zlatkovic. He's got some space. Timoteo. Drops it to Jackson Amell. He's got some room. Semicircle. Takes the shot. Big stop from the keeper for Turkey, Burke. Ooh, that was our best offensive sequence right there. Here we go. Free kick. Daniels to Timoteo. His header. Big stop from the Turkish defense there. Not sure if the goalkeeper got a hand on that or if the defender stopped it. But the goalkeeper was a little bit out of position. Zlatkovic sends it wide for Timoteo. His cross deflected. 30 seconds to go in regulation time. Canada's putting all the pressure on these boys. Throw in. Far side, Zlatkovic gets it to Jackson Amell. He is fouled there. No call. No call whatsoever. That was brutal. Defense seems to be back. Turkey sends it forward. What happened? Oh, they just ended the game right there. Okay, extra time kickoff. Let's look at our tactics here. How are we doing physically, fitness-wise? We're okay. Julian Dunn's a little tired on the backside. So defensively, we're a little thin at central defense. What we could do is we could move Tamori down for Dunn and bring Oro in. But Dunn is confident, so I'll let him. He's playing well, 7.3 rating. We'll let him go. Is there anybody else we want to do? Hundle, we don't really have a replacement for Hundle. We don't have another attacking center mid on the team. So if we take Hundle out, we have to change formations. One drawback to running this formation is it's completely dependent on Sean Hundle. He's composed right now. He's not playing terribly. We could get Daniels out of there. He's playing okay. So we got a few, we got a few options of guys we can take in or out. But for right now, I don't know that we want to do anything. Norman's better marking, determination, better physically than Daniels. We'll leave him in. I don't think we want to make our third sub just yet. So we'll go to the dressing room. Pep talk. Let's be passionate. Time for everyone to dig in. Give everything you've got. Let's go out and do it. There we go. Fired up. Team Canada. Let's make it to the next round. The quarterfinals. Right? Yeah, because this is the second round, then the next round is the quarterfinals, perhaps. Anyway, Daniels, midfield. All right, 91 minutes. How are the stats looking right now? Slight edge. Oh, Jonathan Jackson-Amell has taken an injury. Looks like a bruised ankle. He should be okay. Dunn moves it downfield. Faria. Cross midfield. Playing it dangerous here. Around one defender. Drops it back for Daniels. Daniels has Hundle. Gets it to him. Not a great touch. Has to drop it back. Back to Hundle. Hundle's got some men in the box. Timoteo making some space. Ooh, sends it out wide for Tamori. That was a dangerous pass. Tamori, that was an awful attempt. Horrific attempt, even. And now Turkey starts the counterattack. Big stop from Dunn. Please go get the ball. Huge foul. No call. What is up with this? Turkey taking advantage of the no call. They've got tons of men offside, and there we go. What's up with this referee? Where's the call? Come on, ref. All right, Jackson-Amell is not looking good. So we will bring in Samuel Piet to play the segundo. Looks like they're going to play with more caution. All right, that's good. They are going to send it out short. Yeah. Dunn and Hundle are looking exhausted out there. There's nothing we can do. We just used our third substitute. Unless we get an extra sub, which I don't think we do. Okay, Turkey's trying to slow play it now. See if we can get a steal at midfield or something. They send it forward. Jaguar with a header. Come on, boys. Get the ball. Get the ball. Cross sent in. McGee with an amazing save. A game protecting save. That was unbelievable. I thought that was a goal for sure. Back post. Wow. Amazing. They've made 4 subs, so we could possibly make 4 subs. But do we want to make 4 subs is the question. It's like Faria or Hundle is who we would take out. Hundle has 4 penalty taking. What is that? Faria's got 4 penalty taking. All of our guys are horrific penalty takers, especially our offensive players. Who do we got on the bench? How about Baloo? I think he's a decent. He's got 8 penalty taking. That's, I guess, decent for this crowd. Millar Cavallini. I think Cavallini can play. He can play right wing, so we'll bring him in. Can we make substitutions here? Is that? No, we can't. Let's make a sub. I forgot how to play this game. All of a sudden, the pressure's getting to me. So Cavallini on the right. What does he do well? Wide target man. What else? Put him on attack. Jonathan David, what can you do different? Complete forward. Okay, confirm. Play. Looks like they're sending in low crosses. Good for them. Hooray for them. Change their approach to go more attacking. They're going to try to win it in the final minutes of extra time. This is just the first half of extra time? I think so. 2 minutes of added time. So we got 52% possession. It's a very even game. Here's Canada. Throw in. On the sideline. Deep in Turkish territory. Tamori to Cavallini. Daniel centers it to Piet with a shot. Piet just wide. I thought that was it. Thought that was going to be the game winner. He was open. That's our play. He was set up for it. Could not connect. Made our 4th sub. Extra time, halftime. All right, so start the second half of extra time. Yes, do it. Let's go. Wouldn't have it any other way than this sort of big, stressful game. All right. Here's Turkey. Turnover. Done. Gets it to Hundle. Hundle looking for some support. Drops it to Zlatkovic. And we start the attack. Piet is going to try to, just be patient, be calm. Gets it to Hundle and around near midfield. He bursts across midfield. Has a bit of space. Around one defender to David. Daniels is open. Daniels doesn't take the shot. Gets it to Hundle, who takes the shot off the post. Burke keeps it out of the net. And FM20, the beta, that would have bounced off the goalkeeper and gone in. Timoteo with a corner. Sends it in. David is fouled. Oh, we're going to replay. We're going to VAR to see if there was a push. Was there a foul? Come on, VAR. You can do it. Here's Zebu Nation. Zebu Nation calmly sitting on the bench, waiting for the official. VAR says awards a penalty. Who's taking it? Cavallini. Thank you for being in the game. What genius put you in the game? I have no idea. Probably me, but Cavallini, he scores. He scores 109 into the game. Canada is a few scant minutes from moving on to the next round. Let's see this again. Cavallini sends the goalkeeper the wrong direction. Wow. What a decision by the referee going to VAR at that point. Big super sub with Cavallini, the fourth sub. Here we go. Throw in. Tamori gets it to Cavallini. He's been a game changer since he's come in. Tamori to Daniels. Daniels has a lot of space. He's got Piet wide open. Piet with the shot. There it is. I told you that was our play. Center it to the Segundo Valente for the shot. And Piet finally makes good. 2-0. We're moving on. Canada moves on to the quarterfinals, perhaps. Daniels, a little bit of patience this time. Waits for Piet to get wide open. You don't get a much more open shot. It was basically like a penalty shot. He was almost at the spot. Wow. What a game. Here we go. Turkey. They're still kind of slow playing it. Not a lot of urgency going on here. Now there's the urgency. Bombs it forward. Jaguar. He's one of our more mobile defenders. He's also fresh. But even if Turkey gets a goal here, they're going to struggle to get two. Sends it in. Tamori with a big header. Big shot. McGee with another save. He's been the man of the match. He kept us in this game. There's no question about that. He kept us in this game. 1 minute of extra time. Turkey with a free kick just outside the box. Drops it to Serdar. Big tackle. Ball goes all the way past midfield. 1 minute to go. Canada moving on to the next round. Wow. Who would have thought it? I mean, all this work, all this effort to build Team Canada, and it seems like we've done a good job. I was kind of worried. The last couple of seasons, I was worried that this Canadian team wasn't quite as good. Couldn't compete at this level. Turkey is not rated very highly, but they have great players. They have players who are much better than ours. But I think we've got a better team philosophy here. Better, we're willing to take a few more chances than Turkey. They just sort of sat back defensively. And I guess it's a good thing we played them before, because we were able to see that about them, that they were just way too defensive. But still, it took us 110 minutes to beat these guys. So We can't pat ourselves on the back too much, but look at that. Look at how incredibly even that game was. 17 shots to 15, 7 on target for both teams, 24 fouls to 20, both teams with 50% possession. It was just a slugfest. Managed to win it. Lucas Cavallini coming in extra time. He was the big difference maker there. Gave us a big target man to throw the ball to. Pep talk. Let's be passionate. People had written us off, but you proved them wrong. Great result. Everyone's delighted. Canada moves on. Look at that. 2-0. Belgium beats Honduras 3-1. We saw all these other scores. Nobody cares about those other scores. Canada wins in the second round, advancing to the third round. So the third round and then the quarterfinals, perhaps. Canada has their midfield to thank. Sure, I guess so. Cavallini, yeah, he's a midfielder, I guess, if you consider attacking midfielder to be midfielder. It's in the name, right? All right. Disappointed by the loss. Yes, you should be. You should be. Italy in the third round. Is that disappointing? They're 7th ranked. Yeah, so there's still a lot of teams left. There's still, 16 teams left? 18 teams left? Is that right? 4, 8, 10. There's 20 teams left. Okay. That's a lot of teams. And we get Italy. Hooray for us. The field is narrowing, so us avoiding the top 10 forever is not likely. And there we go. So Italy's 7th in the nation, 7th in the world. They're going to be tough, and that's going to be our next opponent. So we're going to end it there. Take a look at the round as a whole next time and see what we can do against Italy. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.